All right, so welcome back. So what we want to do now is we want to make this so we can stare at our songs, and instead of just what we have here currently, we want to have our own separate page where if we click watch, instead of just going to YouTube, we can watch it on our own site. We'll have a separate page. It'll be songs/watch, and we'll watch the YouTube video that's listed instead of watching on the site. Granted, I know this isn't much of a feature, but this is just for concept's sakes. So let's get started on this. So what I could do, or what I can start off by doing, is I can think of, so I'm in my songs controller. So I want to create a method. So I got edit song, I got update song. So what I could do is I could create another method, and I could list this as watch song. So here's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to copy the edit song, and here's why. The edit song has everything I need. The edit song goes to a separate page where it allows you to edit the specified song that you pick. But in this instance, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to pick the specific, or I'm going to get the specific song, and I'm going to create an embed link, and it's going to display on a separate page that we call, and that's going to be a separate, it's going to be a separate view. So let's go ahead and copy this. That should work. There we go. So yeah, I can just do a quick, oops. Param song ID. So, it's good to document this function allows us to view the YouTube song on our own site as an embed. Okay. All right, so everything's required here. So we have if song ID this small. So everything we have here is what we need. Except the only difference we're going to make here is this is going to be watch. Okay, well, I have watch already, but I need to fix that. All right, so this is under our, this is in our songs controller. So we've got our controller set up. So this is a function. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to view, and we have our templates here. So here's generic templates, footer and header. If you look, we've got our home, and then if it throws a 404, there's a problem. It has that problem. So songs, so we have edit, index, and then I have watch here. I should have created that. So I create a new file called watch. And I can actually, what I can do is I can copy the songs edit view, and just, that's what I did, and I replicate into watch. So I did this, and the reason I did that is because this has it set up so it calls a database from our songs here. So if you look here, edit song. Oh, and I need to do this to watch. So it has a song ID, and that's how we're able to call everything. So watch. So here I have embed. And what I can do here is, so I call my watch ID So I go ahead and I call my songs link here, and I use a PHP parsing, so explode, I parse it. And what it's going to get me is it's going to give me the the characters that are unique in the URL in the YouTube video, and it's going to echo it out here. And see, it says YouTube, so I've got my iframe set up. I actually need to, there we go. So it's an iframe, and it should work. All right, so that's there. So I got my watch. All right, so songs. So watch function. Okay, good. So we get this model, and then we have watch. Okay, good. So that should work out. So now we want to look at our index. So in our index here, you see there's no watch link, so I need to fix that. So we need a new column here. So we need a watch in our header of our list. So I can do that right here. So we have link, and I can put watch. Okay. You can see that here. Watch this. There we go. Of course, these columns are still moved over because there's nothing being iterated that takes its place. So what I'm going to do is I can just put, I can just add another column. So this is where the link is. So what I'll do is I'll just put, I can actually copy this URL or this line right here. This is the edit, except the difference is we'll do songs, and it'll do the songs controller, and here what it's going to do is it's going to hit the watch function or watch method of that class. So songs ID. Good. So it's going to pass that argument, and we should be fine. And I need to make sure this is watch. Yep. I don't know if it's going to work, so we need to debug it. Ah, there it goes. Check that out. Of course, this is still edit, so I still need to fix this a little bit. Yeah, so that stinking thing. I love PHP Storm, but it's still something's getting in the way. Okay, so you are in the view, application view, song, watch PHP. You can watch YouTube embeds on here. Okay, so let me refresh that. Yep, there we go. All right, so go back to songs. Some of these are going to be errors. That's one thing I do because we have Vimeo, and I think we might have one other video streaming service, so those will throw errors. That's something we need to account for. But if you look, so this specific song, let's see what happens. Ah, cool. See, it's embedded. Okay. All right, so that sums up. That's one implementation using the MVC method. Now, the full implication of this. So as you can see here, I didn't have to worry about my CSS or how my header and footer were. Everything was lined up there, because if you look under my songs method here, we have this is the view. This instantiates the view. So we have our templates, we have our standard header and footer, and we could always add something else here. You know, let's have some fun here. So I have my header, and you know what? Let's make header watch. We'll call that header watch. So if we have all subcategories of header watch, we can fix this like this. All right, so header watch, style CSS. Let's go ahead and do that. Make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay, style, actually style. Oops, didn't want to do that. Okay, so my style tag, and we'll just say, oh, body, oops, yeah, body, background color, we'll make it black. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my songs controller, and I'm gonna require header watch. See that? All right, now I'm gonna refresh it. And we'll click watch here. Up, see, and we got a black background. Ugh, that looks hideous. Yeah, see, you see there, it doesn't allow it. Oops. Got all these deleted videos. There we go. Sounds pretty hop. Okay. So I hope that helps you see how it kind of makes things modular, and because of that, you know, I could be somebody that works specifically on how the songs presentation works with the user, while somebody else on my team, or if I have somebody else on my team that wants to work on maybe something that suggests songs to users, that allows, it makes it a lot easier to break an application apart rather than just cobbling code and making things extra difficult to work on. All right, that pretty much sums it up. I hope that makes a little bit sense to you. I appreciate your time, and I will see you in the conclusion.